On the planet Searfall, where purple moons cast twin shadows on glimmering crystal plains, traditions ran deeper than oceans. Among the noble house of Velsari, the armor of High Matron Zalira was more than a relic, it was sacred. Forged millennia ago from the bones of dead stars and laced with quantum soul thread, it had not been worn in over 900 cycles, which is why Alira Velsari giggled as she watched the human stumble into the sacred vault, his wide brown eyes full of wonder. "Go on," she said playfully, gesturing to the polished silver-black armor displayed on the pedestal. "Put it on. Let's see if your fragile Terran limbs can even lift the gauntlet." Rhett Morgan blinked. "You serious?" "Of course not," she smirked. "But you did say humans love cosplay, right?" Rhett laughed. Okay. Just a picture then. Let me give it a try." The room's biometric field should have locked down at the presence of a non-Velsari. The armor should have rejected him outright. But the vault remained still. The crystal pedestal hummed softly as the chest plate detached and floated toward him. Alira's smirk faded. "Wait, that shouldn't—" The armor attached itself to Rhett with the fluid grace of a living creature. One by one, pieces rose and assembled around him, greaves, gauntlets, shoulder plates, until he stood fully clad. The moment the helmet sealed, over his head, a blinding pulse of blue light filled the chamber. Alira was knocked back. Sirens began to scream in ancient Velsari tongue. Ancestral protocol initiated. War soul reawakened. Rhett's voice echoed deeper, layered with something otherworldly. Designation accepted. Prime heir. Command privileges unlocked. "What the hell is happening?" Rhett shouted, his voice returning to normal, but laced with panic. Alira stumbled toward him. "You shouldn't be able to wear that. Only a blood descendant, only someone of Velsari royal line can activate that armor. Even I never could." The armor's surface shimmered. Symbols of the old tongue appeared across it, glowing softly, pulsating as if alive. "Alira, this thing is speaking to me," Rhett said, holding out a glowing gauntlet. "It's calling me a last scion." "That's impossible," Alira whispered. "You're human. From Earth. No connection to us." A booming voice filled the chamber, not Rhett's, but from the armor itself. "The war soul slumbers until the line is threatened. A spark from the lost branch now reignites." The flame. Alira stepped back, eyes wide. A lost branch? But the Velsari did once send a ship to uncharted space, over 2,000 cycles ago. It vanished. "Your people, could they be their descendants?" Rhett looked down at his armored hands. "Are you telling me I'm part alien royalty?" Before Alira could answer, a second alarm rang this one citywide. Defense grids activated. Skyships began to scramble. She turned to the control panel, fingers dancing across holographic runes. Her eyes went cold. "The Corin Armada, they've jumped into orbit. They must have detected the armor's awakening. If they capture you, they'll annihilate Velsari bloodlines forever." Rhett clenched his fists. "Then we fight." "You don't understand," Alira said. "There are 100 warships, genetically engineered for conquest. We have a palace guard and tradition." The armor responded with a surge of light. Rhett's stance straightened. A new voice, both his and another, spoke. "Then tradition ends today. We bring war." Without another word, Rhett turned, the armored boots generating a soft hum as he moved. The vault doors parted before him, as if recognizing a long-lost king. Alira followed, equal parts terrified and awestruck. Outside, the skies burned as the Corin descended. Civilians scattered. The palace shield flickered under missile strikes. Then Rhett raised his hand. The armor unfolded into a cannon from his forearm and fired a blast of pure quantum fire. One Corin dropship exploded mid-air, scattering debris. Across the sky, the palace guards stared. Then they rallied. Alira barked, "He is our shield. Defend the war soul." And so, the last battle of Searfall began. The Corin advanced, but the armor responded to Rhett's instincts with supernatural precision. Missiles curved away. Bullets slowed. At one point, Rhett simply raised his hand and tore a warship from the sky like a child breaking a toy. He moved not like a soldier, but like a storm. In every motion, echoes of ancient warriors stirred. Alira flew beside him in her scout cruiser, her voice crackling through the comms. "I think your ancestors will be proud," Rhett replied. "I think they're watching." By nightfall, the Corin fleet was in retreat. Sirthal's skies cleared. The palace towers stood tall. And Rhett Morgan, the Terran tourist, stood atop the steps, armor gleaming, eyes burning with purpose. Alira approached him quietly, clutching a data slate. "You know," she said softly, "I ran a genetic cross-check. You carry fragments of Velsari genome, barely detectable, but there, you are kin." Rhett pulled off his helmet, letting cool air hit his sweat-drenched face. "So what now?" "You have the right to rule," she said. "To wear the armor. To lead." He looked at the armor, then at the sky. "I came here to see alien stars, not wear them like a crown." "But Destiny doesn't care what we came for," Alira replied. Rhett chuckled. "Then let's rewrite it."